How is it that you can effectively screen share in client meetings? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We are a business growth and development agency based in the UK, USA, and serving clients worldwide. And if you need any support with your communications training, please do reach out to us. And here today, in day number 35, we're here to talk about, the effective screen share in client meetings. And before we get into it, feel free to click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. Make sure you go and get them, as well as comment, liking, subscribing if you're enjoying these videos. So now I want to talk about the screen share, and number one, you should be doing it more, okay? Because it's a great way. Please do watch training number 34, where we talk about how to communicate like a boss on Zoom, and it will give you some key insights as to why screen sharing is powerful. So I won't repeat those. But fundamentally, when it comes to the screen share, if I share my screen right now, then you can see my screen. But let me zoom out and go full. I want to outline some of the do's and some of the don'ts based upon my screen and what you see in front of me, so you can bring it into the calls that you have. So screen sharing in general is brilliant. Do it, in short, because it again demonstrates technical expertise and competence as well as confidence. And there's just things that you can do, like even moving a cursor around fast is super powerful, because it demonstrates how effective you are with your machine, and that's what clients look for, effectiveness. But not only that, you want to also remove some things. So for example, clutter on a screen is not fantastic at all. So you want to remove stuff like that. As an example, depending upon what you're doing, you can open up incognito so that you don't have, for example, your Chrome plugins in my instance, because it can prove to be a distraction. That's not mission critical, but certainly I'd say that it's something that you could consider. Another workaround, I believe, that's not that. Another workaround is to unpin stuff, and you'll just see it disappear from there. So if I unpin the stuff that I'm not using every day or even clicking upon, I would definitely say that that's going to be honest, because to be honest with you, I'm not using half of this stuff that much. So there you have it. Already I've solved the problem. So if I go ahead and see what else I can tidy up. So that's just the second thing to consider. Then you've got bookmarks, and your team don't want to see bookmarks are just a distraction. So look, they're already distracting me just seeing them and reading them. So that's why incognito can work quite well. You also then want to remove irrelevant tabs. So this is an irrelevant tab, and people can watch your screen and just look at everything else that's going on to glean and pull insights from it. So you want to have a clean recording environment, much like a clean house, clean bedroom, and that's going to help maintain the focus of the call. And you want to make sure that you inadvertently don't, for example, share stuff that's going to just get in the way. Now, I've done this on some of my historical videos. I challenge you to go and find them somewhere on YouTube or amongst the thousands of videos that I've done by now. But you want to be mindful of stuff that I still think continues to be distractions. So I'll go ahead and go back to the original version. And there you go. We're back with the main focus of the video being the PowerPoint presentation that I've got and nothing else. And so being mindful of the frame of the screen share, much like the frame of your call, what's inside it, and removing all distractions is super important. So the removal of distractions, and let's go ahead and type some of these out. So we discussed using Cognito, clear up your plugins, clear up your bookmarks. 4, close irrelevant tabs. 5, swish and swash around the screen. So that's about the speed thing, the use of different tools, just so you display that technical expertise and confidence as a kind of secondary thing to what you're actually trying to demonstrate. But swish and swash around the speed screen is about the demonstration of speed, and people do equate speed of work with intelligence. They do, regardless of whether it's true or not. Of course, that's anecdotal, but it is a belief that I hold. Incognito. Sorry, it's the way that the so that's the other thing, and then also enlarge your. Now you don't need to keep it as large as I do, because I appreciate for some people it's excessive, but I think it's a very good tool. But enlarging your cursor in general is going to be powerful and important. And then zoom in where necessary if something's going to be small. And think about the platform that you're on, and whether participants can easily see things. Because if they're on a mobile device, you'll need to zoom. If they're on a screen sharing device that doesn't capture the whole screen, then you're going to need to zoom in. So whereby is something that we use, and zooming in on the platform is sometimes necessary because it's not an entire screen share. And then just the classic see my screen, hear me, see me, the hear me, see me route. Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Can you see me? So those things are definitely super important. And then, there's also the clearing if you want to. And this is why, if you're looking at competitors, one of the things that I discovered, so a good example of clearing your browser history, and this is enriching. So, for example, there's been instances before where historically I've come unstuck because I'm going to a client's website to talk through something, and it's evident because there's nothing in my browser history that relates to it that I have not been on their website before. And they said, "Oh, I see this is the first time you're going on my website." And that's been awkward because it's difficult to come back from that, because that's the impression, especially when they see previous browser history as you're typing in, the word T or B, and it comes up as a pre-populated result in your Chrome browser. Same for all others. They see that nothing comes up for their website. So clearing your browser history or enriching your browser history is going to be super, super important. And then you could also just prep. So prep is having the prep your tabs. Let's do that, because that's specifically what I'm talking about. Prepping your tabs can also be key, because then you can have all of the correct, ultimately, tabs open that relate to what it is you're trying to demonstrate. So these 10 things will help you have more effective screen shares in client meetings, hands down. So there you have it, guys. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. Comment with your takeaways, like if you're enjoying this video, subscribe if you like to continue down this path of client communications. But these are 10 things to do to become a more effective screen sharer in client meetings.